Hey guys, it's Katie, and today is my 26th birthday, and that means it's time to do the My Life in Books tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone to do this, but I did talk to Linda from Linda's Worlds of Books about this tag several months ago, and I told her I already had it filmed, and I did at the time, but then I rewatched it and realized that a lot of things had changed, and it just was not good anymore, so I figured I'd refilm it, and today is the day to refilm it. So without further ado, let's jump into the questions. Number 1, pick a book for each of your initials. So my initials are K and M. So K, I'm picking King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. N, I'm picking Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. And M, I'm picking The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. Number 2, count your age along your bookshelf. What is it? And for ease's sake, I am counting from the bottom up because it's a pain to do it otherwise. So let's see what I can land on. So if you can't see my finger, because this book is incredibly difficult to get out of, especially since it's in one of those case things, is The Return of the King by J.R.R. Tolkien. And I'll put a picture of the edition that I have here. Obviously, it's one of my favorite books. I love The Lord of the Rings, and that is the final chapter of that saga. Number 3, pick a book set in your city or your country. There are a lot of books that are set in my city, but I'm not going to pick a book that's set in my city for a change. I'm going to pick a book that's set in my country, and my country is the United States. And I'm going to pick one of my favorite books of the year so far to date, and that is The Sea Ain't Mine Alone by C.L. Beaumont. And basically, just 3-second tagline as to what this book is about is it's a gay historical romance with surfing. And it takes place in the 1970s, right around the time of the Vietnam War, and it's just about them and their relationship and everything that happens, and it's so well written. You guys know that I don't typically pick up romances or anything that's really not fantasy, but I was just living for that, honestly, and I would absolutely recommend it if you're in the need for a historical, sexy, steamy romance set in the 1970s, and that has one beautiful imagery, gorgeous writing, and just really sucks you in, and it makes you feel like you're living it. Loved it so much. Definitely one of my favorites of the year. But it takes place in California and Hawaii, which are both part of the United States. So it wins this question. Number 4, pick a book that's your favorite color. So I'm going to pick 2. Assassin's Fate, the UK cover edition, is one of my favorite covers, if not my favorite cover of all time. I'm not pulling it off my shelf because I'm lazy and it's a pain in the ass and I just don't want to do it. But also, if you can see this lovely edition of Beowulf that was written by J.R.R. Tolkien, that is also one of my favorite covers, and I just love anything that is like blue, turquoise, sea green, like greenish covers. I'm garbage for all of those, and all of the ones that I named fit that bill. Number 5, pick a book that represents a destination you would love to travel to. Well, I'd love to travel to a lot of the fantasy worlds that I read about, but since I can't exactly do that, I'm probably going to pick Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I have wanted to go to Scotland for quite a long time, and I haven't read the book yet. It's on my list. It's been on my list for a long time. But I definitely want to go to Scotland one day and just learn as much as I can and just visit it. I just really want to go to Scotland. Hopefully one day, maybe in the near future, I'm able to get there. Number 6, which book do you have the fondest memory of? I have a lot of fond memories of a lot of books, but I'm probably going to say Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. In case you guys don't know, one of my favorite memories of reading was waking up at like around 8 o'clock, opening my shade, picking up Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and like reading a bunch of it for 2 hours. Just because I could, and it was just so bright, and I love natural lighting, and it was just, I don't know, it just brought me so much joy, and it's just so vivid. Can't help but love that memory. I hesitate to say whether it's my fondest memory, but it is definitely up there among some of my fondest. Number 7, which book did you have the most difficulty reading? Well, that's probably Of Love and Other Demons by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. In case you guys don't know, that is literally my least favorite book of all time. Like, I hate it so much. I don't even know if I have a copy of it anymore, but you've heard me talk about it quite a bit on my channel, I think. But if you haven't, basically what it is it's about a young girl of 12. I believe her name is Maria, and she was bitten by a rabid dog, and then she was sent off to a convent to get exorcised every day by a priest. The priest is 36, falls madly in love with her. They have like passionate and graphic sex for 2 chapters. She dies, the priest can't handle himself, and then he goes to an insane asylum, and that's pretty much how the book ends. And it was literally the worst experience of my life. Number 8, which book in your TBR pile will give you the biggest sense of accomplishment when you finish it? That's probably going to go to Les Mis. I haven't read Les Mis yet. I love the musical, and I love that historical time period, but that book is like a giant tome. It's like close to like 1,300 pages or something ridiculous like that. Or it might be even more than that. I don't even know, but it's the biggest book that I have on my TBR, and I'm really, really looking forward to reading it one day. And I know that I'm going to be so excited when I get through it, because it'll be just such a big accomplishment. And I guess that's it. Those are all of the questions. I'm not going to really tag anyone because I'm pretty sure this is a super old tag, but if you want to do it and it's your birthday, or you just want to do it for kicks and giggles, I say feel free to go ahead and do so. Just say I tagged you. And other than that, you guys know the drill. I have both my social media links down below in the description. I have a Twitter, which is @ASeaofTomes, which is the same as my handle here. And I also have a Goodreads where you guys can go follow me and see what I've been reading, and follow my progress, and see my general thoughts on things before I come and scream at you guys about them over here. But other than that, I'll catch you later in another video for you guys again soon. Bye!